It's 10:45 a.m. on a Saturday. I am 29 and single, and I don't have kids yet. Here's what your Saturday morning looks like when you're single at 29 and you don't have a kid running around the house.
One of the downfalls of having a society that's not based on biblical values, that doesn't have the biblical order, is that you have a lot of modern women who want to be in a relationship, who want to have a family, but because of buying into the lies of feminism, and you can get the bag and you can have your cake and eat it too, you can live the life that you want to live, a lot of these women are seemingly unhappy. Case in point, this video. Now, when you listen to this young lady, you would think that she has everything that she wants. She's single, she can come and go as she pleases, she doesn't have to make any plans. But if you really listen behind the scenes, you can see the desperate plea that she's making because her life has no meaning.
It's 10:45 a.m. on a Saturday. I am 29 and single, and I don't have kids yet. Here's what your Saturday morning looks like when you're single at 29 and you don't have a kid running around the house. I didn't rise from my bed until 10:15. Every time I thought, I should probably get up and do something. I thought, why? Nobody's making me. I'm not missing out on anything. I went to Beyonce last night, and I didn't get home until 1 a.m. And I danced and drank my little heart out, and I didn't pay a babysitter to watch my kids as I did that. And I woke up a tad hungover this morning, which is probably why I was in bed for so long. And I was just scrolling on my phone and I saw a picture of shakshuka and I thought, you know what sounds really good? Maybe I'm gonna learn how to make shakshuka today because I have no plans and I don't have kids and I don't have a husband and I don't have errands to run.
See, when you have a life that's not purposeful, that doesn't have someone to look after besides yourself, you become selfish. Case in point, this young lady. Listen to her. Just listen to, she's just roaming around aimlessly without any direction.
I can go to the grocery store and learn how to make shakshuka. So that's on my agenda today. Also on my agenda, probably a rewatch of some Real Housewives of New York. I'm also doing a rewatch of Normal People on Hulu, which is really spicy and I highly recommend.
Just sitting around watching shows that are pointless, that do nothing to build you up. That's what it seems like to be 29 and single. Is that the life you want to live, women?
Weirdly, I'm into this documentary on Netflix about blue zone countries, so I've got a pretty stacked day. Anyway, I say all this to say, whenever I'm hard on myself about why I'm not married and I don't have kids and I should be further along at 29, almost 30, I wouldn't want to do anything else this Saturday. And I know that you can do all these things when you have kids and you're married, and I understand, but the effortlessness and ease of my life, just kind of focusing on myself and the shakshuka I want to make or the Beyonce concert I want to go to, really pays off when I'm hard on myself for not being where society tells me I should be in life.
No, you made that video because you recognize deep down inside the longing to have a mate, the longing to be with somebody. So you made this video to try to appease the loud voice that's going on the inside of you, longing for that relationship. It's biblical. Now, every person doesn't have to be married. Let me be clear. Every man, every woman does not have to be married. The Bible doesn't say that anywhere, that a man has to be married. Paul was never married. There are plenty of people in the Bible that were not married. Nevertheless, if you desire to have a relationship, that's the only way you can truly see the nature of God is in a husband and wife relationship, because that selfishness that is innate within all of us has to be dealt with in a husband and wife relationship. And when you are single and have been single for a long time, selfishness starts to cement in your life. And it's hard for you to live your life thinking of somebody else. It's hard for you to live your life placing others before you. This type of woman, unfortunately, I would not recommend any man, let alone a biblical man, any man marrying this type of woman, because she has allowed herself to buy into the lie, to buy into the narrative that she's good by herself, that she can come and go as she please. She can lead a life that's aimless, lead a life that's pointless, sit around watching Real Housewives, sit around watching shows on Netflix or Hulu, not having any direction, not providing any value to society. And she sees that as being an ease, as being effortless, as being the way things should be. No, this is a cry for help. This is a cry for help. This is a cry for attention. This is to get somebody's attention, some man that she's wanting to have a relationship with. That's what this is. This is just a way to say, hey, I'm available. I need somebody in my life. And while she didn't come out and say that, what she said does at the end. So this is a reflection of what happens to modern women when they buy into the lie that they can do it all themselves, that they don't need a man, that they can be good by themselves. They become victims of society and victims of that false narrative. We're not victims. We are empowered for greatness.